We're on our backs. Legs are as wide as your mat. Knees are bent. And then let your knees fall in towards each other. And then cross your right arm over your left arm and just either give yourself a hug or let your arms hang out by your side. And just find some breath here and just find some stillness. And just continue to breathe in and out, expanding the belly, ribs, and the chest. Be conscious that you're not squeezing your glutes here, that you're just letting them kind of fall, where they will. No effort. Take another breath here. Empty the breath. Open the arms out to a T. Open your legs out for a moment. And then bring the knees back together, cross the opposite arm on top. So left arm on top of right. Don't worry about if you touch your shoulders or not. Just let the arms be loose. Just open up the back of the neck. Notice the rise and the fall of the abdomen and the chest. Go ahead and open the arms up again, like a T. Open your legs up so that the pinky side of your feet are on the edges of your mat. And let your knees fall to the right. You don't have to put your foot on the thigh, just let the knees fall open for now. And just notice where you're feeling any release on the side, the left side of your body, through the center. Be conscious of where, your feelings are in each pose. Inhale back to center, and then bring your knees over to the left side. Just let them fall where they will. Breathing in and out, letting the belly, the abdomen, the chest rise. And then once again, come on back to center. Walk your feet a little closer. Hug your knees to your chest. Wrap your hands around your shins or the bottoms of your feet, wherever it's comfortable for you to hold this position. The feet are relaxed. You can be wherever it is. I'd like to have your tailbone on the floor. And then bring your chin towards your chest. Lift your head and shoulders up and bring your forehead towards your knees. Pull everything close to the middle. And then start to rock and roll on your spine until you come up into, I'm going to turn around, comfortable seat. Let's cross the left leg in front of the right leg. Adjust your sitting bones so that you're sitting slightly in front of it. And if you need to sit on a block, sit on a block. Inhale, stretch your arms all the way overhead. Reach your arms up, drop your shoulders down, bring your ribs in. Right arm down to the side, lean up and over to the side. Spin your heart open. Breathe. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, left hand comes down, lean up and over to the left side. Spin your heart open. Stay grounded on your right hip. Find some breath, find some space, create the space, move into it. Inhale, come back to center, arms up. Exhale, hinge forward, reach your arms forward. Maybe they're on the floor, maybe on a block. Shoulders pull back and down. And just keep the crown of your head long as you descend your tailbone, your hips towards the earth. Going as far as you can go without lifting off the ground or without losing your breath or your positioning. Inhale, walk back in, lift your chest up, lean back, shake out your legs, and switch so the right leg is in front of the left leg. Adjust your sitting bones. So find yourself evenly supported on the earth. Stretch your arms up overhead again. Inhale, bring the arms up towards each other. Exhale, left hand outside, right knee, right hand behind you. Come onto your fingertips. Inhale, tall. Exhale, deep. Twist and look over your right shoulder. Drop your left shoulder down. Find the breath moving right to the center of your body, and then exhale and go lower the things up. Good. Inhale, bring the arms back up, turn to the center. Exhale, right arm outside, left thigh, left arm behind you. Inhale, tall. Exhale, deep. Use the breath to lengthen your spine and then to deepen the twist. Inhale, back to center, arms come up. Exhale, hinge forward, reach towards the floor. Touch where you can, keep your hips grounded on the earth. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. One more breath. And we're gonna just roll over our legs, or you can swing your legs around, and we'll come into tabletop position. Hands move underneath the shoulders, knees move underneath the hips, hips and shoulders width apart. Dip your belly if you like to tuck your toes, broaden your collarbones. Exhale, top of the foot, shin down, push through the top of the foot and the shin as you tuck your tailbone under. Spread your shoulders apart, pull the belly into the spine, let the head hang down. Inhale, dip your belly, arch your back, broaden your collarbones, spread them open, find some opening at the chest, shoulders. Exhale, round and curl, top of the foot, shin down, tailbone tucks, head hang. Inhale, tuck your toes, arch your back. Take a few more rounds of cat and cow on your own breath, your own movements. Wherever you are is perfect. Just keep the movement in the spine. And then next time you come to either position, go back to neutral, so somewhere between the two positions. And again, pull your shoulders back, open up the little creases of the arm and turn them forward. So your collarbones spread open, your shoulders are back, makes your posture a little bit better. Take your right leg, stretch it behind you on the floor, tuck the toes. Keep the hips squared, hip points pointing down. Press the top of your left foot and shin down as you lift the right leg off the floor so your hips stay level. Good. Bring the right knee to the chest, round and curl. Kick your heel towards your buttocks. So cat pose here. And then inhale, extend your leg, turn your toes down. Exhale, round and curl, chin to chest, heel to buttocks, look forward, and this time step your right foot forward. And if you have blocks, put your hands on top of the blocks, rise to your fingertips. And just check out your alignment, right knee over the ankle, and you're not sitting on your left kneecap. So sink the left hip down, heart comes open, so the same thing, the shoulders pull back, the elbow creases are pointing slightly forward, chest is nice and relaxed here. Breathe in, breathe out. Now, putting a little pressure in the back foot, the top of the foot shin, will give you some conversation into your hip flexors, but it'll also keep you a little bit more stable. As we start to straighten the front leg, low hamstrings from my fitness class yesterday. Thank you very much, Michelle. Pull the right hip back, left hip forward. Let's try to keep the toes down for this first set. Pull your right hip back again, left hip forward, and fold over your right shin. Be conscious here that you're not rolling to the pinky edge of your right foot, but rather towards the big toe. One more breath in, hamstring stretch. And then inhale, rebend your front knee, heart open, shoulders pull back and down. Let's take a couple more rounds of that, forward and back. So straighten your leg, head down, shin down, towards the shin, toes down. Inhale, arch back, tuck your tailbone under. Exhale, go a few more times on your own. Take your time, go whatever pace, works for you today. And then we'll all meet back in the front lunge with the knee bent over the ankle. Inhale, bring your arms overhead. Reach your arms all the way up. Interlace your fingers. Turn the palms inside out and upside down. Tuck your tailbone underneath you. Draw your navel point in. Bring your ribs down towards your hips. And hug your hips towards each other. Pushing the back foot down into the earth. Exhale, release the hands to the floor blocks. Tuck your back toes underneath you. Lift the back knee off the floor and step into a downward facing dog. Hips in the air. Chest towards your thighs. Upside down letter V. Lift on your tippy toes. Bend your right knee, lower your left heel. Make as much or little movement as you'd like. Inhale on your tippy toes. Left knee bends, right heel presses. And then again, take this a couple rounds on your own. Working through it, or stay in stillness in your downward facing dog. If this is too much for anything, go to your knees. And when you're ready to settle into a downward dog, just find your space. Breathe in, chest towards your thighs, let your head hang down. And then once again, think about spreading your upper shoulders open so the elbow creases turn slightly forward. Inhale and exhale. Come on your tippy toes, engage your quadricep muscles. Shift forward, shoulders over wrist, belly is pulled in. It's a plank position, like a push-up position. Lower your right knee to the floor and keep your left foot where it is. So the top of the right foot and shin are down on the floor. Hips are squared, press down into that right foot, and then lift your left leg off the floor so you're hovering and your hips are parallel. Pull the belly in. Exhale, knee to chest, round and curl. Pull everything up and in. Inhale, extend the leg. Good. Exhale, round and curl. Step your left foot forward. I gotta swing it around my blocks here. And then just adjust yourself if you need to bring your leg back a little further, if you want to bring your hands back a little further. Hug your hips towards the midline. Big toe, little toe, ball of the foot, heel down. Heart open, shoulders pulled back and around. Good, breathe. And just find your weight bearing into your left heel a little bit more, so your glutes will be a little bit fired up. Pull the heel towards the knee. Breathe in and out. Good. On the next breath, let's go back into a straight leg, or, straight is relative, right? My hamstrings are tight. I'm not really going to be too straight. Big toe down, so we work on bringing the foot towards the center. A little bit of that arch coming down rather than rolling off into the left side. Head up and press over your left shin. You can adjust the blocks higher up or even further back. If you don't have blocks, you could be on your fingertips, or if you have books, anything that will elevate you. But if you don't have blocks, I know some of you are on vacay, but go ahead and grab yourself some blocks off of Amazon when you can. One more time as you bend your left knee, come back to your low lunge. Pull your shoulders back, heart opens. And then let's take a couple rounds, straightening the leg and bending the leg. Hamstrings, hip flexors. Right, we have a lot of stiffness in all those areas. And the next time you come forward, let's stay in the forward lunge, top of the back foot, shin pressing down. Rise to your fingertips and bring your arms up overhead. Interlace your fingers, one finger over, turn the palms inside out and upside down. Hug your hips towards midline. Draw your ribs towards your hips and just tuck your tailbone underneath you. Lift up like you're being pulled with a string at your sternum. Some of you will take a little bit of a back bend. Just try not to be on your back knee. So try to shift your weight forward this time again. Good. Exhale, the hands come down to the floor blocks. Tuck your back toes underneath you. Lift your knee up off the floor. And step into your downward facing dog. Hips up in the air. And again, you can walk your dog or you can stay in stillness. See what your body is calling for. Inhale high on your tippy toes. Exhale, lower the heels, chest to the thighs. Inhale on your tippy toes, bend your knees, look forward. Take little steps now and walk your feet to the top of your mat. Have your blocks nearby. They're always, they're always great to use, whether you need them or you feel you need them or you don't need them. They're always, they should be available. And then just fold over your shins and let your head go down. So work on bringing your torso and your thighs closer together. Shift the weight into the balls of the feet or towards the front of your feet. Shake out your head yes and no so there's no tension. One more breath. Inhale, look forward, place your hands on your hips, and with a flat spine, come on up to standing. Good. Release your arms down by your side, stand up nice and tall. Let's start from the bottom up, lifting our legs nice and strong, or engaging our legs. So pressing down into the big toe of the foot, the little toe, the ball of the foot, the heel, and then act as if you're pulling the mat apart with your legs. So you have some real good action on the outer legs. And then from there, the knees lift up, the tailbone tucks under, the ribs point towards the hips. The shoulders pull back and down, the collarbones are open. Spread your fingers, palms face open. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Without changing anything in the bottom part of our body, stretch the arms back overhead. Interlace your fingers again. And just check from your side that you're not arching your back in either direction or moving your spine. So you're staying in that neutral position. The feet are firmly grounded. Exhale up and over to the right side once again. Heart opens. Think about keeping your legs strong through the entire pose. Actually, the entire practice. Inhale back to center. Switch the cross of your fingers. Exhale up and over to the other side. Pull the right shoulder back. Heart opens up to the side. Looking good, ladies. Inhale back to center. Lift your heart. And then just place your hands behind your head and let your head rest into your arms as you look towards the sky, the ceiling, wherever you are. Lifting up and out. Like there's a ball underneath your middle upper back. And that's where your back extension comes from. One more breath. Inhale, come up to standing. Bring your arms back overhead. Exhale, release the arms and forward fold over your legs. Hands on the floor, blocks. So if you're tight, the blocks just bring the floor closer to you. It's not a crutch, it's nothing bad. Inhale, halfway lift on your shins, blocks or the floor. Exhale, forward fold. And this time put your hands on your hips and chin to your chest. Roll slowly through your spine. Come up to standing. Roll the shoulders back and around. It's the same contact with your feet all the way through your legs, all the way through your torso and up. Inhale, stretch the arms overhead. Big breath in, touch the palms to prayer. Exhale, open, swan dive, forward fold, hands to floor or blocks. Inhale, halfway lift. You can be on your shins or the blocks or the floor. Step your right foot to the back of the mat. Lower your right knee to the floor. You can keep the toes tucked or untucked. Inhale, bring your arms up overhead. So your left heel is pulling towards your right leg. Exhale, hands to the floor. Tuck the back toe under. Find a downward facing dog. Hips up in the air. Inhale to a high plank position. Top of a push-up. Look forward and bring your knees down. Exhale, release your chin chest to the floor. Low Cobra, inhale, elbows in. Exhale to the floor, tuck the toes, sit on your heels, find your downward facing dog. Now, inhale, come back to plank for a moment. You have two choices. Right knee can come down, left foot can step forward, or you can step your foot forward and then bring your knee down. You choose what's appropriate for you. Inhale, bring the arms overhead when you get there. Exhale, hands to the floor. Tuck your right toes under, look forward. Inhale, step your right to the left, top of the mat. Exhale, forward fold, and ride your breath to stand all the way up. Bring the arms with you overhead. Take prayer to your heart center. Inhale, bring the arms overhead. Exhale, forward fold, hands on floor, blocks or shins. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, left foot comes back and the knee comes towards the floor. Inhale, bring the arms overhead, hug your hips to center. Exhale, hands to the floor, tuck your back toes, find a downward facing dog. Inhale to your high plank, top of a push-up. Exhale, knees down, chin, chest down to the floor. Lay on your belly. Inhale, low cobra, using your back muscles. Exhale, come down. Inhale, sit on your heels. Downward facing dog, hips up in the air. So again, you have the option to just step your right foot forward and lower your left knee, or bring the knee to the floor first. Arms come up, inhale. Exhale, hands to the floor, back toes are tucked, look forward, step to the top of your mat, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Ride your breath to stand all the way up. Bring your arms with you and take prayer to your heart center and see the breath. Take a moment here, everybody. Just breathe. Good. Revisit your strong footing and mountain pose. Inhale, bring your arms all the way up overhead. Open your eyes. Exhale, fold your body in half. Hands on floor, shins or blocks. Inhale, halfway lift, look forward. Exhale, right foot steps all the way back and the knee lowers to the floor. Inhale, stretch the arms over your head. Good. Exhale, hands to the floor, downward facing dog, hips up in the air. Inhale to your high plank position. Exhale, lower your knees and everything comes to the floor. Inhale, low cobra. Good. Exhale, seat to the heels, tuck your toes. Downward dog, hips up in the air. Inhale, your left foot comes forward and the right knee comes to the earth. You choose how you get there. Arms up all the way. Exhale, hands to the floor, right toes tucked. Look forward, keep your hips low as you step to the top of your mat. Exhale, fold, let it go. Inhale, ride your breath to stand all the way to the top. Exhale, take the prayer to your heart. One more time. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold, hands to floor, shins or blocks, halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, left foot steps to the back of the mat and lowers to the floor. Inhale, bring the arms up overhead. Exhale, step back to a downward facing dog, looking good. Inhale, come to your high plank position. Exhale, knees, chin, chest to the floor, all the way down. Inhale, low cobra. Exhale, let it go. Sit on your heels, tuck your toes. Find your downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale, right foot steps, left knee lowers. Either way, it doesn't matter, arms come up. Exhale, release your hands. Tuck your toes, back leg steps to the top. Halfway lift when you get there. Stay here for a moment, exhale, fold, and separate your feet with two fists in the middle. Take your peace finger grip around your big toes. Look up, inhale. Slide your thumbs between your fingers and toes. Look forward. And then exhale, elbows out to the side. Send your weight forward, head towards your shins. Just breathe. So feel like you're falling more forward than back. And allow your chest to rest on your thighs and your head towards your shins. Pull your elbows out to the side. One more breath. Inhale, look forward and pull against your toes. Exhale, place your hands to your hips and inhale, rise to stand. Release your arms down by your side. Inhale, stretch your arms all the way overhead. Exhale, hands to the floor or blocks. Lengthen your spine, inhale. Step your right foot back, low lunge. Knee can be on the floor or back toes tucked under. Make sure that you're not on, tightrope, so you still have width through your hips. So you might have to move your left foot over a little bit. Rise to your fingertips. Back leg is very active. When you rise to your fingertips or even hover your fingers off the floor, nothing changes in the torso and the hip right now, right? So that back leg is nice and strong, but your hips are nice and low. Keeping low, stretch your arms up and overhead, crescent lunge. Inhale. Exhale, interlace your fingers, turn the palms up, reach the arms up high. We've done this a million times today. Bring your ribs down towards your hips, tuck your tailbone underneath you. Lift your heart all the way up, up, up. Find a little bit of a cobra movement in your upper body. And as you open your arms, you're going to spin your right foot to the right, left foot to the front of the mat. So your right foot is going to turn slightly towards the front of the mat. Good. So Elaine, you have ET as your guide there. So you're perfect, guys. Now straighten your front leg, bring the arms overhead. Exhale, rebend the front knee. Left thigh close to, parallel to the floor, as close as it will go for your body. Right pinky toe presses down firmly, so your inner arch is a little lifted now, without rolling onto the blade side of your foot. Warrior two pose. Gaze at your left middle finger. Get into a little Stevie. Don't change your legs, right arm down, left arm up. Lift up and out of your waistline. Keep pressing your left knee forward. Keep pulling your right hip towards your left knee. Without changing your legs, come back to warrior two. Exhale, take your hands to the floor of blocks. Spin your back hip forward. Keep your right hand down. Left arm opens to the left side, twist. Back leg is active, your hips are nice and low. Turn yourself all the way to that left side. Keep hugging your left hip in and think about your left big toe here. Inhale and exhale. Take the hands to the floor. Straighten your front leg and fold over it. Now I'll let you choose hips, toes up or down. And again, blocks will be very helpful if your hips are feeling a little bit, under pressure. Take a breath in, lengthen your spine, and fold as you exhale. So grounding the feet, really important, right? So that we're not putting our weight into places that we really don't want to put extra weight into. One more breath. Rebend your front knee, look forward. This time we're going to step back to down dog, but we're going to take the left leg in the air, three-legged. So the left leg is going to come up. We're going to play with it, bend it, shake it, roll it. You can make circles through your hips in both directions. You can just kick into it, or you can just stay. Good. Keep your knee bent as you turn yourself back to a downward dog, and I lose my earphone. Stay with me. So your left leg is bent. And then place it on the floor, downward dog. Rise onto your toes, come forward to a high plank position. Either lower to your knees as we've been doing all along, or bend your elbows and go halfway down. Roll over your toes and lift into your bigger back bend, your upward dog. Shoulders right over wrists. Looking good, the hips up in the air, downward dog. Inhale. And exhale. Rise high on your toes. Look forward. Take yourself to the top of the mat. That means you can walk, jump, however you get there. Halfway lift when you do. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, ride your breath to stand all the way up. Prayer to the heart center. Arms by your side. Once again, finding that stillness. Hi, Ran. Welcome. Top of the mat. Join us. And you got it. Inhale, bring the arms overhead. Exhale, fold down. Hands on floor. Blocks your shins. Lengthen your spine. Exhale, step your left foot all the way back. Low lunge. So adjust it so your right knee is over the ankle. You're on the ball of the back foot. Your hips stay low. And you hug your hips in towards midline. And then rise to your fingertips and maybe just hover your fingers off the floor. Feel the action in your glutes here. Good. And then rise up to crescent. Lower your hips. Interlace your fingers, one finger over, turn the palms up and in. Reach your hands to the sky, your hips descend. So stay low and level in your hips. Take another breath. Crescent lunge. Exhale, turn to your left side. Warrior two. Right toes point forward. Left toes turn towards the front edge of your left side of your mat. Straighten arms and legs once. Exhale, warrior two. Pull back with your left arm, forward with your right. So think about spiraling your upper thighs away from your center point while we're bringing our inner heels towards the center point. A lot of work, a lot of things to think about, I know. And we're going to keep the position of the front leg, come what may. Breathe in and out. Without changing that position, left arm goes down, right arm comes up. Think about moving your left hip more towards your right knee as you lift out of your waistline and stretch to the side. Whatever you do with your back arm, by the way, is free. Right? Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale to warrior two. Exhale, look at your hand. Inhale, windmill your hands to the floor. Left hand stays on the floor block. Back foot turns in. Right arm comes open, twist. Hug your hips towards the midline. Back leg is strong. Think of it like being in a, or Tadasana. Think of it like being in a plank or Tadasana. Remount the toes. So when your feet are on the floor, they are your foundation. Sometimes we have our hands as well. One more breath. Good. Exhale, right hand down on floor block. And straighten your front leg. And you decide, you want to lift the toes up, you want to keep them down. Pull the right hip back and the left hip forward. So pull your shoulders so they're level. Bring your collarbones forward. Shoulders up. The elbow creases rotate a little forward. That will keep you with a long spine. And then fold over to the point of wherever your body will take you. Another big breath. Good. Exhale, rebend your front knee. Step to a three-legged downward dog. You can also bring your left knee to the floor. Bend your right knee and kick it in and out. Good. Do whatever you're doing with the leg. Square your shoulders. And then turn your body so you're in a down dog with your right leg bent. Exhale, 4 feet on, both paws on the floor, as they say. Inhale, take a high plank position. Choose to take a vinyasa or add or skip and stay in your dog. And we roll over to our bigger back bend. Downward dog is where we inhale. And exhale. High on your tippy toes, soften your knees, look forward. Take yourself to the top of your mat, halfway lift when you get there. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise your butt to stand. Bring your arms with you. Take it to your heart center. Exhale. Arms down by your side. Good. Inhale, bring your arms all the way up overhead. Exhale, take it to the floor. Breathe. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step your right foot all the way back. Make it a really generous step, guys. Inhale, rise up. Interlace your fingers. Lift the arms up, up, up. Exhale, turn to your right side, warrior two. Pump it once, arms and legs straighten. Exhale, rebend. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, back through warrior two. And then spin it all the way forward. Right arm down, left arm up, your hips turn forward. Inhale. Exhale, hand down. Straighten your front leg and fold over your left shin. So think about it again. The feet are nice and strong, lengthening. Shoulders pull back, collarbones pull forward so your spine stays long. Inhale. And exhale. Rebend your front knee, look forward. Exhale, three-legged dog, left leg in the air, open your hip. Inhale, turn it square. Now, decide if you want to maybe keep that left leg in the air and take a vinyasa, skip it, or add to it. And we'll meet back in downward dog. Just a little challenge. Maybe you're up for it, maybe not today. Rise on your tippy toes, soften your knees, look forward, take yourself to the top of your mat. Halfway lift when you get there. Exhale, fold, head towards shins. Inhale, reach yourself up to standing, breathe a prayer to your heart. Exhale. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, open yourself and fold. Inhale, halfway lift, look forward. Exhale, left foot steps back, generous step. Inhale, bring the arms overhead. Exhale, lower your hips, interlace your fingers, one finger over, lift the arms up. Exhale, open to the left side, warrior two. Inhale, straighten the arms and legs. Exhale, warrior two. Gaze down your right middle finger. Looking great, guys. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Move your left hip towards your right knee. Nothing changed in the right leg. Exhale, back to warrior two. Settle. Good. Now exhale again. Release your hands. Left hand down, right hand comes up, twist. Find a little bit more length. We stay a little bit longer in the twist just to satisfy finding the space. And as you exhale, the right hand comes down. Right leg straightens, fold over your right leg. Square your hips, pull the right hip back, left hip forward, shoulders. So the right shoulder pulls a little bit more back as well. And then if you rotate the elbow creases forward, you will have that long spine. And then you can do whatever you want with your hands. Rebend your front knee on the inhale. Three-legged downward dog, right leg comes in the air. You can always go to your left knee. And then as you turn your hips forward, decide if you want to have the right foot back on the floor, stay in dog, or perhaps take a three-legged vinyasa. You can put the foot down for your up dog and down dog. So there's always ways to modify and amplify as well. High on your tippy toes, bend your knees, look forward, take yourself to the top of your mat, your way, halfway lift when you get there. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise, stand, bring your hands to prayer. Exhale, bring prayer to your heart. Bring your hands down by your feet right now. Bring the big toe down, little toe, ball of foot heel. Think like you're pulling the mat apart from the center. And then lift your knees up. And lift your frontal thighs up. Tuck your tailbone under. So when you lift up your thighs, make sure you're not pushing back into your, and tucking your, rotating your pelvis or tilting your pelvis. So rotate that so that the tailbone tucks under. And then see if you can maintain that whole thing, but lift your right leg off the floor and balance on the left. So nothing should change greatly into your left leg, right? We're not like hinging over. It's just we're on one leg, feeling like we're still on two. Open up your shoulders, your palms, and then press firmly into your left leg. Big toe still on the floor, ball of foot heel. And then just sweep your right leg behind you. Warrior three, but let's leave the arms as they are. Turn your hips down. Nice work, guys. Breathe. Balancing. Pull your shoulders back. Collarbones forward. Same thing we've been doing all class. It's okay to feel wavy in this pose, right? Inhale. Exhale. Step back. Open warrior two. Face the right side of your room. Inhale, reverse your warrior and straighten your front leg. Pull your right hip towards your left. Inhale, stand up nice and tall. Maybe some of you will shorten your back leg stance. Move your hips to the right, reach out to the front of your room, and take your left hand on the inside-outside foot shin or block triangle pose. Stack your shoulders. Lift the bottom side of your body up and in. Lift your knees up and in and squeeze again. Inner thighs or inner heels pull towards each other while outer thighs rotate away from each other. And then you've got to find that lift from the underside of your body. One more breath. Look down at your left toes. Inhale, rise back to stand. Exhale. Turn yourself forward, bring your hands to your hips, step your back foot in a little bit closer. So notice that my feet are at least the width of my hips. I might have to adjust it bigger, but not smaller like a tightrope. Take your left hand to your sacrum, right hand up in the air. Shoulders, hips stay square. As we reach out, start halfway. When you come down halfway, make the adjustments in your pelvis. Now, you might not have a mirror. You might not even be looking in the camera. So just adjust it where you think you're level. Right arm reaches out. And either bring your hand inside, outside on the foot shin or a block. Turn your torso to the left side. Left arm up, left big toe down. Really simple moves. really traditional moves, nothing crazy, crazy fancy. It's not about that in yoga. That's only for Instagram. Breathe in, breathe out. Keep pressing firmly into the left big toe. So engage the quadricep muscles. Squeeze it all together. One more breath. Exhale, fold over your left leg. Place your hands on the floor or the blocks. Shift your weight a little forward into your left leg. Bend the leg as much as you'd like or need, and then float your right leg off the floor. Hips are squared. Rise to your fingertips. Stay here, or perhaps you bring your hands to your heart center. A little bit lower in this warrior. And then feet together, chair pose, arms up. Stand all the way up. Hands to your heart center. Arms by your side. So let's start again from the ground up. Big toe, little toe, ball of the foot, heel of the foot lifted. Or anchored, nice and strong. Then lift your kneecaps up. And then pull your thighs forward, tailbone down. Shoulders back and around. Inhale. And exhale. Lift just your left heel off the floor without the right side collapsing. So lift up. Continue to hug your right leg in. Knee in line with your hip. And then slowly begin to take movement. Take your time. Look center. Keep your head in line with your spine. Toes down. Hide your back toes behind you. One more breath as you soften your right leg. Step your left foot all the way back. Open up warrior two. So if you don't get there in the first shot, who cares? Go back and adjust your foot. Reverse your arms. Reverse your warrior. And straighten that warrior. Bring your arms up shoulder height. Bring your back foot in a little closer. Move your hips to the back of your space. Move your torso forward. And find your triangle pose. Get as much length in your body as you can before you lower your hand. And whether your hand is on your thigh, your shin, anything but your knee, your block, maybe 2 blocks, maybe it's on your hip. Feel the bottom side of your body lifting. Knees are lifted up. Big toe, little toe, everything nice and strong. Keep lifting from the bottom side of your body. One more breath. Look down at your toes. Inhale, come back up to standing. Place your hands on your hips and turn yourself forward and perhaps adjust your back leg in. Take your legs a little bit wider so they're not on a tightrope. So, sometimes I get into it and I know I have to adjust myself. And our hips are still level here. Left arm up in front, right hand at your sacrum. Reach out like you're going to shake my hand right through the camera. Shake it out. Keep the length in your torso as you begin to rotate. Hand inside, outside foot, shin, block, any height. Lengthen, inhale. And as you exhale, twist a little bit more to your right side. Some of you will take that right arm up in the air. Now be, overly concerned in a nice way with your right big toe pressing down. Spinning through your torso. Inhale. And exhale. Nice, guys. Really looking good.